Yo, what's up, guys? I want to talk to you guys today about the best or the cheapest way to see Machu Picchu. Okay, and so first things first, I wanted to give you guys some background information on the prices. That way, you can know exactly what I'm talking about before I tell you specifically about the cheapest way to see Machu Picchu. Okay, so first things first. If you're going to go to Machu Picchu, odds are you're going to want to take a train, right? Well, actually, maybe not, because the trains are actually really expensive. So here's a look at some of the prices. And notice this is actually from Ollantaytambo, which is not actually Cusco. A lot of people go to Cusco before they go to Machu Picchu. Well, if you were to take the train, you'd have to actually find a ride over to Ollantaytambo first. And so if you were to do it this way, here's a look at some of the prices. You know, if you want first class, $109, executive class, $63. And it's around in the $50-$60 range if you wanted to take the train just to Machu Picchu. Well, okay, so if that's in your price range, awesome, lucky you, but you're still going to have to buy a couple more things, okay? And so next up, you would have to buy the Machu Picchu ticket itself, and those aren't really that cheap either, okay? And so here's what the prices are. 128 sols are about 38 US dollars, okay? So that's not as bad, right? However, you also have to buy a bus ticket up to the exhibit itself, or Machu Picchu itself, okay? And that also is not the cheapest thing in the world. And so, keep in mind here the price you're paying per mile here with these tickets are absolutely ridiculous. I'm going to get into the map and show you specifically why in a second here. But, once you actually get to the Machu Picchu Pueblo or Aguas Calientes, then you will have to buy $19 for a one-way ticket up to Machu Picchu, or excuse me, that's the return ticket. You'd have to pay $10 to go up and $19 to return. So if you add this up, we got $29 right here, plus $38, plus about $60. And so that's just for your round trip to see Machu Picchu. Okay, so what might be the cheapest way to see Machu Picchu? Okay, so maybe you're like me, and you're more than okay with doing a little bit of extra walking. Well, let me show you actually specifically how you can do that, okay? So let me pull up a map here. Okay, so this is what the Sacred Valley looks like, okay? And so most of you will probably be coming into this area right here, into Cusco, okay? And so here is Machu Picchu right around here. Aguas Calientes is the name of the town that's right next to Machu Picchu. Okay, if you wanted to be like me, take the cheapest possible way to Machu Picchu, well, if you were in Cusco, you can walk to Ollantaytambo. Okay, so here's Cusco to Ollantaytambo. You can walk. Okay, that's probably a good day-long walk right there. And you can stay in Ollantaytambo for the night in a hostel for $5 or 15 to 20 soles. It's a pretty typical thing when you're in Peru to be able to find a hostel for about 15 to 20 soles a night. And so you could do it this way. If you're starting off in Cusco, you could walk over to Ollantaytambo. Or, if you want to spend a little bit of money, actually taking a colectivo from Cusco to Urubamba, which is right here, is only 5 soles. So, it's like $1.15. So maybe you want to save a little bit of energy, take the colectivo to Urubamba for 5 soles. And maybe you want to take another colectivo to Ollantaytambo, which would be another 5 soles. And so if you were to take the colectivo route like I did, you could get from Cusco to Ollantaytambo for 10 soles, okay? So that's not bad, and that means you just have to get from Ollantaytambo to Machu Picchu, which is about right here, like I said, Aguas Calientes, okay? So maybe you're still not wanting to walk that way. I know a lot of people who walked from Ollantaytambo to Machu Picchu, but maybe you don't want to do that, and maybe you don't also want to pay the price for the Inca Trail, which is upwards of $400 or $500 these days. You could then take a colectivo from Ollantaytambo to Santa Teresa, okay? And so here's the outline, or the route to Santa Teresa. And so this is like a good 3-hour drive, guys. It's not like the shortest drive in the world, but it's very doable, and it's about 40 soles for the trip. So that's about $12 for the ride. That's not bad, right? And so if you get to Santa Teresa. That's just actually the closest city to Machu Picchu that is connected by a road. Okay, and so that's how I did it. I actually took a colectivo from Urubamba all the way to Santa Teresa, and then I actually walked from Santa Teresa all the way up to Machu Picchu. And that's a very doable journey. Okay, you can wake up at 5 a.m. in Santa Teresa. Like I said, you can find a hotel, hostel anywhere in Peru for the most part for about 20 soles per night. And so that's what I did. And I woke up really early in the morning, started walking, and it's very plausible, okay? And so a little bit actually about the hike, okay? So if you were to take that route and go to Santa Teresa, this is what it'll look like. You get to an area that looks like this. Really beautiful, really stunning, guys. Definitely worth it, and it's definitely worth the extra time that it would take, since you're not taking a bus, so you have to take a little bit more time walking. It's actually, really not bad, as you can see. Okay, and so here's Santa Teresa. Here's some pictures of Santa Teresa. Here's some pictures of the walk over to Machu Picchu. It'll, like I said, it'll take you all day to do this, and you'll actually have to be walking many parts along the train tracks right here, which is actually really cool. And there's parts where you're walking through the jungle like this. Lots of scenery basically anywhere you go, okay? Right next to the river. And there's actually some ruins along the hike that you get to see as well. So if you're a history person and you like ruins, keep your eyes open, because while you are making this trek over to Machu Picchu, you will be able to see more ruins other than just Machu Picchu, okay? There's some more. Here's the sunrise at Machu Picchu, or in the area. Here's the town Aguas Calientes. Just so you guys know, the town, it does have a lot of services like hotels and whatnot, but it's kind of a quote-unquote tourist trap, and so you want to be careful with Aguas Calientes, okay? You probably want to avoid staying the night there, but it is a very nice city, and so maybe you might decide to do that. But if you are wanting to save the most money as possible, don't go to Aguas Calientes, just go straight to Machu Picchu, or go into Aguas Calientes just for your ticket, okay? Here's some more of Aguas Calientes. So, very beautiful town. Very beautiful. And you definitely have a good time. This right here, this is another point that I wanted to share with you guys, okay? If you are wanting to take the bus to Machu Picchu, this is what you're going to have to put up with, okay? Any given day that I was there, which was only a day, but anyways, when I was there, this is what the line for the bus looked like, okay? And this was I believe this was at 6 a.m. So really early in the morning. Okay, so there's people who wake up before dawn, before the sun actually gets up, and wait in line for the bus. But you don't have to do it that way. You can just walk from Aguas Calientes to Machu Picchu. It takes about 2 hours. It is a little bit of a strenuous hike, but it'll save you, what was it, $29. Okay, so it's a pretty good deal. You don't have to wait, and you get to actually see the scenery of the area. So not a bad deal, right? There's some more of Aguas Calientes. Oh, colorful fountain, right? Machu Picchu, Puebla. So here's what the hike to Machu Picchu itself from Aguas Calientes look like. It's a pretty steep hike, guys. It'll take you a couple hours. You'll be with a lot of people, but you do want to be physically fit. Otherwise, it might just be a better idea for you to take the bus. Okay. So here's some more pictures. Machu Picchu. Woo! Hey, there's me at top of Machu Picchu. Met some friend from China, took a picture with him. But that's it in a nutshell, guys. I just wanted to share with you guys some easy ways to get to Machu Picchu and the cheap ways to get to Machu Picchu. To summarize, you can do a lot more hiking than you might imagine. And the best place to start hiking, if you don't want to, be walking all day for maybe a couple days, would be to start from Santa Teresa, okay? And so you can take a colectivo from Cusco all the way to Santa Teresa for about 40 soles, 50 soles, okay, in that range. So that's about $12, $15, as opposed to the ridiculous amount that you would have to spend just for the bus, okay, or the hidroelectrica. And so cheapest way to get to Santa Teresa, just take a colectivo. Don't go through the online services that are ridiculous. Look at this, $63 $57. You don't have to pay that much. Just take the colectivos. Don't take the official journeys to Machu Picchu unless you have the extra money that you want to spend. In which case, all power to you. However, taking a colectivo to Santa Teresa and then walking to Machu Picchu from there. Otherwise, you can walk from Cusco or Ollantaytambo. It's very reasonable. There's a lot of people that do it. It's a great hike. It's beautiful. So that's it in a nutshell. If you guys have any other excellent ideas and cheap ways of how to get to Machu Picchu from, example, Cusco, feel free to share them with me. My whole intention with making this video is just to help other budget travelers like myself be able to travel to Machu Picchu at the cheapest possible price and still get the good experience. If you're not wanting to pay the $500 for the Inca Trail, trust me, this way is just as beautiful and you still will get to see some of the end of the Inca Trail, okay? So here's some more pictures. Here's actually the Inca Trail right here. You can actually start walking up it and get a feel for what it would have been like if you would have paid the $500. Okay, so that's it in a nutshell. Hope you guys are having a great day. Peace.